Is round brush enough to create beautiful painting? Since I started uploading art on the internet, I got this question a lot. What brushes do you use? Well, the answer to that question is a lot. But there's one brush that I've kept using all this time, and that is the basic round brush. So, for today's video, I'm gonna challenge myself to only use round brush all throughout the painting process. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Migo, aka Ato Tamashi. If you are new here, I make art videos. Before we begin, there are two rules I need to follow. The first one is use only round brush. The second one is no blending brush, because the blending brush I use is a textured one. So let's start with a sketch. In case you wanna know, in my current art style, I'm using TB Choice 3 brush as my main sketch brush. I'm gonna be honest with you, there is not much of a difference between TB Choice brush and the round brush. It almost feels the same. But if I had to choose between the two, I'd definitely choose TB Choice because it produces a texture that I really like when I'm doing my sketches. But then again, round brush is good enough to do sketches. So now we are done with the sketch, and again, there is not much of a difference between TB Choice and the round brush. So, the next thing I'm gonna do is start the actual painting process. If you watch any of my previous videos, you know I always like to start my painting process with color blocking. This is very helpful because it creates a solid foundation when you're going to add shadows later on. So now we are done with the color blocking, it's time to add shadows. For the art babies who are watching this video, there is an easy way for you to apply shadows. Let me show you. Create a multiply layer, clip that layer above the base color. Then choose a neutral color, then see what happens. Unlimited shadows, my friend. To control the texture of the round brush, I mostly adjust these two settings, opacity and brush density. Now for those who don't know, brush density basically dictates whether the round brush will have soft edges or hard edges. In my opinion, the round brush is ideal for beginner artists because of its versatility. It's great for sketching, rendering, shading, and more. So, for anyone who is unsure which brush to choose, consider this your sign to go for the round brush. You will not regret it, I promise you. It may not look good right now, but I'm going to trust the process. I mean, I have to. I'm starting to appreciate the textured blending brush that I have. Look at this. I'm not really a fan of this look. It's too messy for me. I know that my art style kind of leaning towards messy style, but this is too much for me. I got this style when I studied the art style of Arcane. I don't apply Arcane style exactly as it is to my work. Instead, I draw inspiration from it, then adjust it a little bit to fit the art style I'm aiming for. I think this is where some special brushes really shine. When I'm working on hair strands, I usually use this brush. It's really perfect for hair because it adjusts its shape based on the direction of your stroke, allowing you to create believable hair strands in one smooth motion. This saves me a lot of time and effort compared to a round brush because I don't need to manually reshape the line to get the look I want. Now here's the final painting. I think it turns out pretty good even though we only used the round brush. Although I noticed that the style somehow feels different than my usual style, but still, it is pretty good. Now I'm gonna go back in and see what it looks like when I use some of my textured brushes. I know it's gonna make my artwork better, but let's see how much of a difference it can make. So here's the comparison between the two. Just to inform you, I did not hold back using all the textured brush at my disposal. And sure, the textured brush did make my painting a little bit more interesting, but I don't really think it made a huge impact. I still think it boils down to your skill level. The hard truth is your art will look good because of your skills, not because of the brush. So for beginner digital artists out there, do not think about too much what kind of brushes your favorite artist uses. Instead, spend your time honing your skill because at the end of the day, it's your skill that produces art, not the brushes. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have more art challenges for me, just comment down below. If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!